and gentlemen, welcome to Soul Food tonight. How are you doing out there? Good to see you all. We've got a very special treat tonight. Carolyn Cruso gets to Soul Food about once a year now, and it's always a pleasure when she does make it onto our stage. So we're going to have a great evening of music tonight. Help me welcome Carolyn back to our stage.
Great to be here once again. Thank you, Kevin, so much for having music here so many nights of the week. And the great staff, make sure you treat them well. I come down from Orcas Island, so that's one of the reasons why I don't get here more than once a year, but it's always a pleasure. And I'm going to start right in with a piece that celebrates the season. very much. All right. That's an original piece, and as is this next one. And this one's called Fire Sister. It's called a hammer dulcimer. It comes from Iran or Persia originally, but this is the American version. Thank you so much. So another one that I'd like to play for you that's also an original. This one's called Trinity. Actually, I wrote this. I didn't catalyzed the writing of this. Robert Amblay did, and he was unable to finish it before he suddenly passed, and so myself, along with our friend and mentor Billy Oskey, completed the piece. So it's kind of a joint effort, and we call it Trinity for the three energies involved in it. So here it is. Thank you so much. That's a sweet piece. I'm gonna wander over to the guitars and sing one for you. Y'all getting your new year off to a good start? Yeah? All right. Yeah. 2015. It's a good year. This is a song I wrote. I met a guy at this alternative church I was playing at, and got to talking, and he said that he is a healer. He does hands-on. He does laying of hands healing and energy healing and stuff like that, body work. And I thought that was really cool. And he said, you know, I feel like this is a gift that's been given to me, and I don't ever want to charge people for it. I thought that was really cool. So I said, well, you must have some other job. And he said, well, I'm retired now, but I used to be a trucker. He said, but when I was a trucker, I took my gift with me out on the road, and I worked on people out on the road at truck stops, which I thought was really interesting. And he said, yeah, people got to know him, and they would find out where he was headed, and they would head there too and wait for him to show up so that he could work his magic on them. So I took that seed and went with it and came up with this story. So it's called Truck Stop Healer. Truck stop healer and your 18-wheeler. Truck stop healer out on the interstate. Truck stop healer, you do it all by feeling and a whole lot of faith. He drove the big roads from Tacoma to Sheridan. His flatbed trailer looked like a covered wagon. He set up at the truck stops just like some kind of shaman. People drive all the way up from Texas just so he can work on truck stop healer and your 18-wheeler. Truck stop healer out on the interstate. Truck stop healer, you do it all by feeling and a whole lot of faith. But he'd even work on the dirty dens and the truck stop Tommies, the large lizards and the pill-popping zombies. He didn't charge a nickel or a dime, he just set up on the fuel islands for anyone who could find the right lines, just so he could work on the truck stop healer and your 18-wheeler. Truck stop healer out on the interstate. Truck stop healer, you do it all by feeling and a whole lot of faith. He flipped his odometer countless times. He kept his speedometer within the lines. He watched his tachometer as he climbed. He always brought people clear over to the flip side. Truck stop healer. He had his law book and he had his good book. He could chant you right into a trance in the original Bible language. And though his breath was labored, his voice was rough. When he laid his hands on you, that would be enough. Truck stop healer and your 18-wheeler. Truck stop healer out on the interstate. Truck stop healer, you do it all by feeling and a whole lot of faith and a whole lot of faith. Thank you very much. Truck stop healer. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun writing that song because I went online and I found a site that had trucker lingo. So in that second verse, in particular, you hear a lot of trucker slang terms. Like he'd work on the dirty Dans. Those are the truckers that don't wash very often. He worked the dirty Dans and the truck stop Tommies are people at truck stops that procure illicit substances for you. And then the lot lizards are the prostitutes. So it was kind of fun coming up with those, working them into the song, those words. And I had, when you're online and you're just surfing and you come across these word sets. I did come across another truck stop ministry type site, and they had a little church in the back of their truck. But they were very righteous, and they wouldn't let people in that they thought were bad. And I didn't think that this guy was like that, so he would work on anybody. He didn't judge you. He just was there to pass on his gift. So here's this one. This one is a song that I wrote recently. You're going to hear three different voices of people who live with coal, one way or another. One voice is a man, he's a coal miner, and he's been a coal miner his whole life, and so has his father before him and his grandfather before him. And another is the voice of a woman who lives downstream from a mountaintop removal, and she's talking about that experience. And then another is an Indian Native American person that lives on a reservation next to a coal-fired power plant. I am an old man, lived on this mountain, yeah. What if I lived a long life? Well, my daddy was a coal miner, and I followed in his footsteps. But the times they're changing by and by. Well, they blow the tops off the mountains, they bury the streams and rivers, and chase us on out of our hearts. I miss my friends and neighbors, the music and the dances, lost to the almighty dollar. Black, black dust on the trees and water, black dust in our lungs. Black, black light we give to our sons and daughters. Oh dear Lord, what have we done? Way down here in Glen White, where we got all kinds of cancer now, some kinds that never been seen before. I like to start that one again. Way down here in Glen White, where we got all kinds of cancer now, some kinds that never been seen before. I am a coal miner's daughter, but I also am a mother, and this tragedy I will not ignore. So look out, big coal, because I'm coming for you, queen of the Appalachian. Black, black dust on the trees and water, black dust in my lungs. Black, black light we give to our sons and daughters. Oh, dear Lord, what have we done? I remember we used to be able to shout across the holler. While we go out and dancing to the steps of color. Oh, the fiddle and the banjo, and I'm mountain baby these hours. Way on the reservation, the Indian nation, right up next to the coal-fired station. When the black cloud forms, yeah, we all stay indoors. We don't let our children out to play, but they all still have asthma, breathing in this air. after rain, would burst into flower. Black, black dust on the trees and water, black dust in our love. Black, black light we give to our sons and daughters. Oh dear Lord, what have we done? I say, oh dear Lord, what have we done? Thank you very much. All right, thank you. The Lummi, I live up north, and the Lummi Indians have just put in a request that they deny access to their tribal lands for the Cherry Point coal terminal. So hopefully they will persevere and succeed in that area. Okay, moving on. I'm going to go back to the dulcimer and play. This is a piece that was written by my good friend Doug Birch. He's a really, just a very wonderful musician, a very innovative hammer dulcimer player, and I've been really inspired by his work. And this is his called The Ocean of Wisdom. Thank you very much. Thank you. So, for those of you who are new to the room, this is a hammer dulcimer, and it has its origins in the Persian santur, which goes back a couple thousand years. And you can find it in many different cultures all over Europe, all over the Middle East, a little bit in Asia. All of them are the same trapezoidally shaped box with the strings and then hit it with little sticks, although some people pluck them. But they all have a slightly different way of tuning them, based on the music that they have. And so you can find it in India. You can find it in Hungary has an amazing version called the cymbalon. And then this is the American version that came over from the British Isles, and it's called the hammer dulcimer, not to be confused with the Appalachian dulcimer, which sits on your lap. And after in the 1970s, when the hammer dulcimer moved beyond the Appalachian mountain area, people started playing all kinds of music on it. So the instruments have grown in size because the players are wanting more notes and more chromatic capabilities, because it's not a chromatic instrument. Chromatic being like a piano with all the notes. So they've gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. And mine has 4 octaves, and 3 of them are chromatic. You're welcome to have a look at the instrument during the break. Right now, let's see, I'm going to play one for you called Cloud Break, and this is for that time after a storm when the air is really clean and fresh and everything seems new and beautiful and sharp. Thank you. Thank you. So I'll play one more in this set. We'll have a short break. During that time, I want to bring your attention to the fact that I do have CDs available. I've got 3 recordings that are instrumental featuring the hammer dulcimer. One is solo hammer dulcimer, and the others have kind of an ensemble feel to them. And I've got 2 that are singer-songwriter CDs featuring the guitar and vocals. And they are $15, 2 for $25. And I can take pretty much all forms of payment, cash, checks, or credit cards. And I have these quaint things here. Let me show you. Some of you may not even know what they are. Cassettes. I still have cassettes. So if you're interested in vintage formats here, we have these are only $5. And also the other thing about music at Soul Food, as you may know, is that Soul Food is amazing. They have music here all the time, and they are able to pay us a stipend, which is wonderful. We're very appreciative of it. And the music is also brought to you by your own generosity. So tips are important and greatly appreciated. And somebody's already given me a $100 bill. Check it out. So the bar has been set high. Yeah, I hope so. So, and it's been blessed by Buddha. So, you can. I have a little basket up here that is for my. Unless you guys have your own receptacle, Kevin, do you have a? No, because we'll use the basket, and so you can use that for tips, or you could call it a voluntary cover charge. And then the CDs, come see me, and we'll talk, and then I'll come back and I'll do another set. All right? And then I'm just going to leave you before the break with this. This is traditional stuff from Scotland and Ireland. It's a medley. I'll start kind of slow, and then I'll get going fast. Thank you. Thank you very much. We'll have a short break and I'll be back.